But you want the Empire or the Vampire Coast?
I wouldn't mind going over the Empire here again to just make comparisons with the prior one.
Alrighty.
As it's going to be pretty similar to what we saw. One of the main differences is these swordsmen will have less ranks, just a single or two chefs across the board, and really just shared across the all the Empire infantry. As the front line is similar to the prior Empire versus Vampire Coast game, we have a bevy of swords. It looks like the swords are all over the field, but we have what looks to be a total of 4. One of them being the Sigmar Sons, the Arwar. We also have 2 flags. And as well, 3 spears. 3 spears with shields. Actually, make that 4 spear with shields in the back lines. And they protect quite a few skirmish units. It looks like 4 huntsmen. No, this will be 3 archers and 3 huntsmen.
Yeah.
And one of them is the Death Jacks, being the Arwar huntsman. Then we have a couple Empire Knights backing up these missile units. Then yeah, leadership we have Bright Wizard, Fireball, Burning Head, Lightning Sword, Power Stone, Kindle Flame. But interesting, the sorcerer is on foot.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like to see him on a horse for that mobility and get more spells off. Then we have Boris Toddbringer in the air on his Griffin, and it looks like he just has Foe Seeker and the Middle End Rune Fang, as well as Hold Line. And yeah, looks to round out the force here.
Indeed, indeed. And for the Vampire Coast, starting with their infantry, they're going to be forming up pretty far back to make the most use of their artillery, it would seem. And we're going to be seeing 5 zombie pirate deckhand mob, one being the Tide of Skuld ROR. We are then going to be seeing a unit of bombers backing them up. We're going to have 2 units of gunnery mob and 1 unit of gunnery mob with handguns being the ROR. We're going to have 3 mortars, or 2 mortars and a carronade. 3 units of sirens protecting that back line. And then we're going to have some lovely Vanguard deployment for 2 scurvy dogs behind the Empire formation. For the leadership, we got Count Noculus on foot.
Those scurvy dogs.
With his typical loadout of Great Storm, Golden Dial, Invocation to Heck, and the Summon. But once again, we're going to see Wraithstorm going after Boris, and that's actually doing some good damage on him. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought that would just completely whiff, really. But it might just pinball, because if he just kept flying straight, I think those shots would have missed. Maybe they've been recalibrated since patch.
Yeah. But some mortars getting some nice shots into the archers right away, and carronade continuing to fire at Boris Toddbringer, it would seem. But I like this ROR placement of the Death Jacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is special about this ROR? Just the stock and snipe?
And snipe.
Yeah. Very nice.
So they can shoot while being undetected. Just there you have very little range. So they have to get pretty close to do so. But if you can get into like the forest and shoot, there's a good chance you will not.
It does look like one model in the carronade's been taken out by a fireball, which is always nice. And now the bombs just melting this first unit of swordsmen as they try to run away. Oh god, it's devastating.
Yeah, that's massive initial value there. Very nice play, and yeah, just look at those bombs. Just tore those swordsmen apart, and beautiful as well.
Yeah, and I have to say the mortars are really doing some good work on top of these archers, but in comes the ROR looking like they're trying to fire in to shut down some of these mortars. I wonder when our Vampire Coast player will notice, and it looks like he just did and is sending sirens out to catch him now.
Yeah, he's carefully kept these sirens in the back line, and it seems these archers, just won't be able to get enough work done before they're probably chased down by those sirens.
Oh, what an unfortunate cast. This burning head just going off into the middle of nowhere. Looks like it just randomly did that because it looked like he had it aimed well when I saw it getting placed. But yeah, just going to veer off.
And now the scurvy dogs coming in the back line.
Oh.
HW, this could be, spelled disaster for the Empire. They've been shooting the bombs to pieces, but for the part, they've left the Night Terrors unharassed on the left flank. There's one unit of archers shooting down on them, but yeah. It's like these dogs just might be too much in the back lines, as the Empire Knights they've been pushed forward, and yeah, left the archers defend up by themselves.
I love the patience here with the scurvy dogs too. He didn't send them in too early. He waited until they were just like a bunch of archers unprotected in the back line, and you know, they're returning dividends right now by getting those guys off the field. And right now, I think the Vampire Coast and the Empire are pretty evenly matched so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Just comes down to some proper play, really. Just keen play with some of the mobile units. You know, a lot of the missile units are the meat of the army, but those few mobile units tie everything together.
Yep.
Look at Boris just fighting these zombies on the right flank. I'm not really sure what he's doing. I'd like to see him just go after the artillery and just ping pong around it and completely take it offline.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I mean, the scurvy dogs did just get caught out by some swordsmen, which is no good, but Sirens are all still very, very healthy. 2 of them full health, and 1 of them, you know, still above half health over there, chasing down some of the huntsmen. This is interesting.
Yeah, look, the Empire Knights are trying to get in the back line, but yeah, those Sirens harassing them. Boris is finally making a beeline. He sees if he can shut off this artillery, he can get an advantage on the balance of power. If you can just get a balance of power advantage against a low leadership faction, you're in a very strong position.
Yep.
As they may crumble out of this round due to army losses, regardless of, you know, strength of units.
Yep. Empire Knights getting a lot of really valuable work right now, shutting down these mortars and carronades.
Yeah, this could be key. If Boris can just kind of ping pong around here. Looks like one artillery has crumbled, the other one is getting close.
Oh, terror kicking out on some of these Empire Knights though. And they're pretty close to the edge of the map, so if they get chased right now, they could very easily just fly off the map. And that'll be a huge loss for the Empire to lose both of their cavalry units, because that's pretty much the only mobility they have besides Boris, I believe.
Yeah, indeed, and that would just leave, if this one unit of Hound stays online, or there are 2, but one's just crumbling out, probably won't survive either way. So if that one unit just stays alive, I mean, my goodness, just clean up everything.
Yep. Yeah, and now it looks like that may be what happens here, because Boris is a tough bastard, but when it comes to killing Noctilus, I don't think he's going to be the best at it.
No, not unless he gets some good cycle charging, and it'll take him a while to do so.
Yeah.
And by that time, those Hounds might clean up his main units, but the Empire is pulling his lines together, but look at this. Archers, Death Jacks, about to be sandwiched by Sirens and Hounds on the right flank.
Yep. Yeah, this is a very tight battle. I honestly can't say who I think is going to win right here. The Empire has plenty of strong tools left, but the fact that there are still 2 full health Sirens in this field of battle and there's scurvy dogs chasing off the Empire range units really makes me worry for the Empire's chances here.
Indeed, I'd absolutely agree with that. And yeah, these Sirens, you know, the prior game they showed how they just get whittled down, but in this game they may just show how strong their speed and terror is in the late game.
Yeah. Especially with all these summons coming down, and I have to say the summoning has been on point for Tutorial. He is summoning units so well. I know that sounds almost facetious when I say it that way, but I'm being serious in the sense that it seems like he has been timing these summons really well, keeping a lot of gunfire pressure on the Empire, but more importantly, tar pitting a lot of these flagellants and swordsmen as they try to approach and close the gap with these range units. So, yeah, I don't know.
Very timely summons, and making the proper choice between which to summon, and he's going with the overcast on the Empire Gunnery Mob, and it's really helping push back some of these skirmish units. And yeah.
And there goes the healing cap.
Power advantage.
The healing cap on Boris has been reached, so, you know, he's not going to have too much to do after this one. Oh, there goes the magical damage from Flaming Sword of Ruin. The Sirens are running away, recognizing they do not want to be in combat while that magical damage has been imbued on all of the Empire forces. I really like him retreating from that engagement. Smart choice.
Boris is going to try and delete some of these Sirens from the field. I think that's a good jump.
Yep.
You can just get rid of these Sirens, then it'll be easier to deal with Noctilus, but this Hound on the flank is so strong. You can just get in the back line. But right now, Xiphos is doing a good job of keeping one spear running with a hunt.
Definitely, but it does look like the Sirens are going to shift their attention to said Huntsman. Oh, man.
Boris took some big hits from Noctilus there.
Yeah. And once this Unbreakable Sigmar Sons dies out, I think the leadership will give way on the rest of the Empire infantry there. And yeah, Sirens just really setting the pace of this late game battle here. There go the Scurvy Dogs getting on top of them too. Spearmen are turning around to counteract it, and there goes, okay, Flaming Sword of Ruin is going down again, and that's really going to help the Empire in the combat against the Sirens. Oh my god, man, this is such a close fight. But, what's left on the field here? 2 units of Sirens with Noctilus, some very tattered Scurvy Durgs, and that appears to be it.
Indeed, indeed. As well with balance of power, we're slightly in the Vampire's favor. They'll be able to fight for quite some time, but still, the Empire will stick around. Their good leadership.
Oh, there goes an Invocation of Nehek on top of these Sirens. That's really going to help them a lot.
Absolutely, that will. They are still crumbling out, though.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Boris, too.
Again.
Below 2k HP at this point.
Oh, but is he going to get a hit on top of Boris now?
Oh, big hit.
Big hit. Stagger even.
One more hit. Okay, no. Boris. Oh, Boris did take another hit. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like he had started his attack animation as he was pulling out one of those weird ones. Yeah, Sirens really setting the pace of this endgame battle, and yeah, like you said earlier, a great showcase for how useful and strong they can be, or you know what their shortcomings are. You know, last battle we saw 4 get taken care of by the Empire, but this time we're seeing 3 that are just proving to be a huge thorn in the side.
Indeed, and that speed just is amazing as well.
Yep.
Look at count 38. They're at 48, so yeah, be able to choose the engagements, pull out when they need to.
Yep.
Still, because even with the balance of power against the Empire, like I said, they're better leadership. They could fight to the end and still pull this back.
Yep.
But count Noctilus though, it's going to be tough to deal with.
It will be tough to deal with, but it does look like the Empire is doing a great job here, maintaining composure, and Xiphos looks like he may be able to delete everything besides Noctilus here, and if he does that, he could still very much win this, but I do have to say, all things considered, when you look at the Empire forces, what do they have to kill a full health Noctilus? Not a ton.
Yeah, they just need some other out-of-worldly cycle charge from Boris. Unless he just cycle charges like a god, there's not much he can really do. Yeah, because Noctilus, a couple good shots, he will put him down. He will put down Boris and his noble Griffin.
Yeah. And Noctilus is taking some leadership damage now that he's fully surrounded. And I guess we'll see. Boris diving in on top of him, but Noctilus is not staggered, and if he gets a hit here, it could be serious. Yep. But he's not going to get a hit.
He needs to charge into the rear of Count Noctilus, but that massive 60 melee defense is still quite strong, so he has to make sure he's going into the rear. If he ever goes into the front, it's going to be a problem. Of course, if Tutorial is keen with the micro, he can always face the direction of forward. It looks like he may do just that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any more summons on the field, but a summon of zombies could very much be what the Vampire Ghost needs. But look at this, the balance power is shifting for the Empire. A big hit on Noctilus, but a big hit in return on Boris! Oh my god.
G might decide it right here. Okay, no, he got away.
Yeah.
Arcane Conduit going down. Will we see a summon? We just might.
May see a summon.
Feels like here, you kind of just need to let Noctilus fight.
Yeah.
as long as he just lets him fight and faces the proper way. And Xiphos a big charge here, but still he's just going on the side of Noctilus, right?
Oh! A big hit!
And
Boris is down to 337. Damn, but Noctilus, look at him.
yeah,
Critical
the balance
binding.
of power is going up against Pirates now, and their low leadership or what have you is it's playing on the counter for sure. Big charge coming down. Oh,
That's going to be a
Xiphos might
GG.
pull this back. He's going to pull this back. My goodness.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Boris narrowly avoiding getting hit there, and that's... Oh my god, he's dead! Oh, Boris had died, but there goes the shatter. And the
What a hero.
GG. Oh my god.
What a hero. Boris dying for his people, for Midland. And, yeah,
Man.
my goodness, man. What a game. What a game.
Yeah. That, it was, that was absurd. That was a crazy battle. But Xiphos going to tie it up 1-1, and, man, both of them played that beautifully.
Yeah, and just look at the Scurvy Dogs in this game.
Ugh.
A total of 265 kills between the two of them. Just massive. They got the most kills on the field, by far. 50 more than the next highest unit at the Siren with 104.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just very well played with Xiphos at the end, and what an end game. What an end game. Just great cycle charging with Boris, you know. It's just, yeah, it's the only way. It made it happen.
Indeed. And we got an ace match, ladies and gentlemen. We got an ace match. So